North Carolina's Piedmont has long been an important transportation corridor. Native Americans used Ridges Mountain in Randolph County as a guidepost as they traveled through the Piedmont prairie landscape of their time. In the 1850s, the city of High Point got its name for its positioning along the most important route of the day, the rail line. Over the past 50 years, our interstate system has exploded as the lifeblood of our nation's economy. On a local level, perhaps with less fanfare, trails, greenways, and even water trails serve as transportation arteries for many. Piedmont Land Conservancy, along with many partners, believe the demand for a regional trail system is growing and will continue to do so as people seek more options for healthy outdoor recreation. To serve this need, PLC has launched a new collaborative initiative, Piedmont Legacy Trails.
Piedmont Land Conservancy launched Piedmont Legacy Trails this past year, and the focus is to raise the profile of trails and greenways all across our region.
Piedmont Land Conservancy is 28 years old, and we've done a number of farmland preservation and water quality projects and lots of parks and public spaces. Throughout many of those projects, we've overlapped with trails, and we've never completely known how to handle that. So we think the Piedmont Legacy Trails is going to answer that question. So Piedmont Legacy Trails is an initiative set forth by PLC that is looking to coordinate all the trail building effort throughout the Piedmont.
What makes trail systems so unique is their grassroots nature. Throughout the Piedmont, trails are being built by counties, cities, towns, and volunteer groups, from the smallest to the largest.
I'm Bill Blackley. I'm the chairman of the Elkhorn Valley Trails Association. And we've been in operation since about 2011, and we've really developed something amazing in the community of Elkhorn. We have this nice trail here, and we found something that's unique. It's gotten people out meeting each other and being friends on the trail, and people are a lot healthier, we think. We have thousands, literally, of people on this trail every month. They're out here walking. You can run on it, you can bike on it. It's exciting.
Well, the Deep River Trail is one of 3 state trails in the state. And the reason that Randolph County went for that is there are 3 municipalities along Deep River: Randleman, Franklinville, and Ramstor. And they have all been working on different segments of the Deep River State Trail. Here, Faith Rock is very important because it will be the trailhead for the Franklinville section of the Deep River State Trail. It was threatened by private development, and everyone wanted to have it for the public to enjoy. So Piedmont Land Conservancy came in and was able to purchase it.
Well, we're standing on the Billcraft Trail, which is part of the Richardson-Taylor Preserve, which is a county and state preserve that was acquired several years ago. And Billcraft was my father, and he was sort of viewed as the grandfather of trails in the Greensboro area. He was involved in the Lake Daniel, Latham Park Greenway, and all the trails around the city reservoirs. He drug us out there as kids to help build them with some of his friends, and Greensboro is much better off for that. This section of trail we hope will lead to Haw River State Park in the next few years.
Well, it's a fantastic way to honor his legacy by naming a trail after him.
I think it's wonderful. It's the most fitting thing that you could do for my dad.
As with the Native America trading paths, the rail lines, and the interstates, the Piedmont is an important interchange for many regional trails. The North Carolina Mountains to Sea Trail crosses our region along its 1,200-mile route from Clingman's Dome to Jockey's Ridge. The Uwharrie National Recreation Trail starts in Randolph County and travels through the Uwharrie National Forest. Others are planned. The Piedmont Greenway will one day connect Winston-Salem to Greensboro through Kernersville and Triad Park, while the Haw River Trail will stretch across Alamance County following its namesake river.
One of the projects Piedmont Land Conservancy is working on that relates to Piedmont Legacy Trails is the Piedmont Greenway. And that will be a greenway that will connect Greensboro to Winston-Salem through Triad Park in downtown Kernersville. It will be at about a 19-mile trail, and it will be a bicycle pedestrian alternative to I-40. So that's an important initiative that our municipalities are working together on across the region.
So all these small towns have their own trail building initiatives, but we need someone who's overseeing all that and helping all these small towns communicate with each other. So at the end of the day, one town's 3-mile trail might link into another county's trail.
These small towns really are not capable, that's not something that they have the resources to do. And PLC, that's part of, that's just their skill set. They just come in and do that. So if PLC had not come in, then this Faith Rock would have not been a part of a park because it was privately owned, and it would be threatened. This certainly wouldn't be open to the public at all. And that's where PLC comes in.
In 2014, PLC updated our mission statement for the first time in 25 years. In addition to protecting our region's natural lands, farms, and waters for present and future generations, we added a short sentence to the end. PLC connects people to nature. While much of the 26,000 acres of PLC protected land is privately owned, Piedmont Legacy Trails are open to all. Community assets that are safe places for people of all ages to get to important places, to socialize and exercise, and observe and connect with their local natural landscapes.
You'll soon start to see the Piedmont Legacy Trails logo on trails all across our region. But one of our main goals is to build an interactive web-based trail map.
Trails provide innumerable benefits to all of our communities, and Piedmont Land Conservancy is pleased to be a regional leader for this important initiative.
There's some sort of spirit in this community that has caught. It's contagious, sort of a feeling of kindness, willing to work, willing to participate, and really working for the common good.
The whole Piedmont is rich with areas that are wonderful for trails and have deep history and cultural and natural features that everybody wants to see.
One of the cool things about hiking and being out in nature is you just come across unusual things, like this tree. If I were sitting in my office, I wouldn't have a chance to see something that has grown for probably 50 years. If you're out in nature, you see things like this. You may see animals, you hear the birds, you just have a connection to nature that you're not accustomed to having. And that's part of the mission of Piedmont Land Conservancy, is to connect people to nature. A lot of our projects are farmland preservation and water quality projects. The public's not allowed on them. They're still private properties. But the trails throughout the region, they are public. They're for everyone to get out and enjoy, and I hope you'll get out and enjoy them very soon.
Find a trail where you can get outdoors by visiting the Piedmont Legacy Trails website, piedmonttrails.org.
I can find the house, but I can't get home. I can walk in the door, but I can't get home. I can sleep in the bed.